Hello friends, welcome to my channel Vidya Tutorial. Friends, first you like and share my video and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that whenever I upload my subsequent videos, you will get an immediate notification of that. So students, today we will discuss on descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. So before discussing the descriptive statistics, we must have a look on different kinds of statistics. There are two types of statistics. One is theoretical statistics and another is applied statistics. The theoretical statistics is also known as mathematical statistics or pure statistics. Through theoretical statistics or mathematical statistics, we derive formulas or we derive procedures, and in applied statistics we apply those formulas and procedures in different discipline or in different fields to make analysis. The applied statistics is also of two types. One is descriptive statistics and another is inferential statistics. The descriptive statistics is applied on sample and the inferential statistics is applied on population. In descriptive statistics, we draw conclusion about the population, and in inferential statistics, we use the sample statistical value to draw inferences about the population parameter. The measures of central tendency like mean, median and mode, and the measures of variability like range, quartile deviation, mean deviation and standard deviation, variance and correlation are examples of descriptive statistics. Similarly, the hypothesis testing, t-test, ANOVA or f-test, chi-square test are examples of inferential statistics. Now we will discuss the meaning of descriptive statistics. Number 1. Descriptive statistics are used to describe the basic features of the data in the study. That means in descriptive statistical techniques, we describe the main features or basic features of the sample data or about the data collected from the sample. Suppose we have marks of 1,000 students and we are interested to know the overall performance of the students as well as the spread of scores. So here we apply the descriptive statistical techniques to define the data in a meaningful and understandable manner. Then point number 2. Descriptive statistical analysis limits generalization to the particular group of individual observed, that is sample. No conclusions are extended beyond the group. That means in descriptive statistical analysis, we make generalization for the particular group of individuals or for the sample group. Here we cannot extend our generalization to the other group. Point number 3. Descriptive statistics organizes and summarizes data using numbers, graphs and charts. That means in descriptive statistics we use graphs, charts and numbers to summarize and organize the data. Point number 4. Measures of central tendency like mean, median, mode, and measures of variability like range, variance, standard deviation, quartile deviation, average deviation, variance and correlation are examples of descriptive statistics. Now we discuss the concept of inferential statistics. Inferential statistics is about using sample data to make inferences or to draw conclusion about the large population from which the sample is drawn. That means in inferential statistical techniques, we use the sample data to make inferences or to draw conclusion about the population parameter or about the whole population. Point number 2, inferential statistics uses probability to determine how confident we can be that the conclusions we make are correct at different levels of confidence interval and marginal error. That means in inferential statistics we use probability distribution to draw inferences about population parameter. So to know to what extent we are confident for making correct decisions, we use confidence intervals. Here two confidence intervals are more frequently used, that is 0.05 level and another is 0.01 level. So at 0.05 level we are 95% correct and 5% wrong. Similarly, at 0.01 level of confidence interval we are 99% correct and 1% wrong for making conclusions about the population. Point number 3, the most common methodologies used are hypothesis testing, contingency table and chi-square test, t-test, ANOVA, etc. These are the examples of inferential statistics. Now I will explain the relation between population and sample with a diagram. Here you see this is the whole population area and this is the representative sample drawn from the population, and from this sample the conclusions we get are used to infer about the population parameter in inferential statistics. Now we will discuss the difference between descriptive and inferential statistics. So first, descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics describes the basic features of the data in the study. That means in descriptive statistical techniques we describe the basic features of the data or the sample data. But in inferential statistics make inferences about population by using the data drawn from the sample which are drawn from the whole population. In inferential statistics we uses the sample data or sample statistical value to infer about the whole population or to draw conclusion about the whole population. Then point number 2, descriptive statistics does not allow to make conclusions beyond the data. That means in descriptive statistical technique we cannot make conclusion beyond the sample or beyond the statistical area. But in inferential statistics we uses the sample data to draw inferences about the population. Point number 3, descriptive statistics organize, analyze and present data in a meaningful way. That means descriptive statistics helps us to organize the data, analyze the data and represent the data in a meaningful and understandable manner. For example, when we say a student get 90 score in math test, so this 90 score has no meaning. But when we say there are 80% students lies the score 90, then it gives us a meaning. Similarly, when we get the scores of the whole class, there is no meaning. But when we calculate the average score of the whole class or the mean score of the whole class, then it gives a meaning. Similarly, inferential statistics helps us to compare the data, test the hypothesis and make prediction about the population parameter or about the population characteristics. Point number 4, descriptive statistics describes a situation. By applying descriptive statistics, we are able to describe a situation. Inferential statistics explains the chances of occurrence of an event. In inferential statistics, we uses the probability to explain the chances of occurrence of an event. Point number 5, descriptive statistics explains already known data and limited to a sample or very small population. So, descriptive statistics explains the data which are already known to us and it is limited to a particular sample or a very small size population or limited population area. Inferential statistics attempts to reach the conclusion to learn about the population. Inferential statistics helps us to reach the conclusion or to draw the conclusion of the population. Then point number 6, descriptive statistics uses graphs, charts and tables. That means it uses graphs, charts and tables to summarize the data. Inferential statistics uses probability. That means in inferential statistics, we use probability distribution to explain the chances of occurrence of a characteristics which are explained through the level of significance and through confidence interval. So students, now we bind up our class. If you have any doubt regarding the topic, please ask me on the comment box. Thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.